How you doing? Welcome to Spring Piss and Rifle Fever. Today I want to do a little blog about the HW30s in 177 caliber. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I'd highly appreciate it if you would subscribe, ring the bell to get notifications, give my video a like, and hit the height bar, which helps promote algorithms for other people to see my videos. So, as you can see in the picture, which popped up from Google Photos 3 years ago of that squirrel. Some people, I want to also do this video for people that are still asking questions about this rifle. There was a question in the comments today, will it kill a rabbit? Absolutely, this will kill a rabbit. I have killed 3 rabbits with this and 3 or 4 squirrels with this, but you got to hit them right. That's the squirrel in the picture. It was about 20 feet up, and it was probably close to 20 yards away, and the pellet was right back here on the squirrel, and it was lights out. And so yeah, this rifle can hunt. This rifle is really like the do-all air rifle. Its primary purpose is not a hunter, but it is a do-all air rifle. It is not a youth air rifle, like they say. It can be for like teens, but not for little kids. The length of pole is just too long on this. And I've shared this before in other videos. But this has the perfect power. It's super easy to cock. It's like I can cock this with my pinky. I suggest you don't do that. If you slip, you're going to screw up your air rifle. It has a safety on the rear here. And you can squeeze the trigger when it's on fire and let it go home. It has a round ball catch system that catches behind that bar right there. It locks up really good. I think this rifle is perfectly balanced. It has basically the perfect trigger. The trigger can be adjusted in 2 different areas. It can be adjusted right there for a break weight, and right in front of the trigger is another adjustment. You can also bend this tab, which I would not do. So you can do those several different things to adjust this trigger. This trigger is light and crisp and perfect. This air rifle is all wood and all steel. It is extremely accurate. People keep on asking me which air rifle is the most accurate, which is which. You know what? They're all equally accurate. Your HW80 and your HW30, your HW77, they're all going to be equally accurate, but it's just going to depend what you want. I also had a question from somebody who said, what should I get? He said, I have bad shoulders, and so he didn't say this, but I knew that it meant that it was going to be, it might cause shoulder pain. And I said, well, either get an HW50 with a soft tune kit. You can get one for indoor plinkers at Air Rifle Headquarters, or you can just get an HW30. An HW30, especially if you don't want to work on your rifle. Yeah. So if you don't want to work on your rifle, but eventually you will have to work on your rifle, you or somebody, eventually something will give out, like a mainspring or something in here, or a piston seal. Working on them is not major. I've done it. I've got videos on it. If you don't want to work on it, you can send it to somebody like David Slade, who is an expert air rifle tuner. But a lot of these guys are getting old and they're getting out of the business, which is kind of sad. So I don't know. I've mentioned before in videos about these different sights, and I'm going to mention them again. So this front sight here with the front sight post, this is, I want to get it so you can see it good. It's adjustable for 6 different front sight posts that can go in there. You loosen it up back here, you slide them in right there. And I've said this before in several videos also, that rear sight, it can be pulled out and has 4 different notches that you can use. So it has all sorts of goodies. Is this rifle expensive? That really depends on what you consider expensive and what you value. And you got to consider this comes from Germany, from a factory that has to buy the steel, they have to buy the wood stocks, they have to pay people for the buying of the steel, buying of the wood stocks. And the people who build the wood stocks, they have to buy the wood, and then they have to carve them with their machines, of course. But those people need to make money to feed themselves and pay for their housing, and the next person, and the next person, the next person. And by the time it gets to like AOA in America or Pyramid or whatever, they also need to be able to feed their families. And by the time you get this to you, yeah, you're going to be paying a little chunk of change, but is it worth it? I think these are worth it. I think these are great. I think they're a blast. On the power part, you know, if you look at the numbers, you're gonna turn up your nose and you're gonna be like, well, that's just not powerful enough. But I'm like, how much power do you need? Really? I mean, this is from 20 yards. I just annihilated it. I mean, that's one of my requisites, if I'm saying that right. So also, here's a marker stick. Those holes are clean through. See that? See how thick it is? See how thick my finger is? So it's a decent sized marker stick. This air rifle is producing about 7.5 foot-pounds of energy. What it will affect it a little bit is the temperature, or it might go up a tiny bit or down a tiny bit. But those are a few things that will affect that. But I just wanted to share this blog again about this air rifle. I'm sorry I don't have any targets, but I guarantee you when you get the right pellet and you get your trigger control down and your breathing control and you're holding it right and you're doing everything right, you're going to print nice tiny groups and you're going to like this rifle a lot. They don't pay me anything. The people who make this air rifle, the people who sell them in America, they don't pay me nothing. Almost nobody pays me anything. So I'm not doing this to get paid. I'm not doing this to get recognition from some air rifle company. If they did want to help me out, yeah, I would be all for it. A fool wouldn't be. So I just wanted to share that with you. And, you know, also I want to share that I have something special coming in the mail soon, and I will be doing a box opening with that toy also. And anyhow, I hope I've made this understandable to you and it made sense, and I just want to inform you on this stuff before you make your decision. And really, that's all I can think about right now. This is a BSA scope. This is a 4x32 with an adjustable objective, no magnification on the back. It's a good scope. It's got a good eyepiece right here. Perfect for this type of rifle, this size, this power level, and everything. But that's it. Like, subscribe, and God bless every one of you.